All right, another update video. As you can see, the time-based statistics overview table has changed. We have new data, and I just quickly want to go over it. Everything else is just still the same. For example, the pivot group has been moved to the left. That was first here on the right, but the functionality is still the same. All the other things are still the same. The only thing that changed is that we now have 3 more columns. We have day since P1, and here once again day since P1 and day since P2. And I just want to quickly go over it. You might recognize this already. This is from the time statistics page. What this basically says is we have the current P1 at hour 0. What this said that it has been 1 day, so yesterday, since hour 0 put in a P1. We have current P2 hour 7 right here for Ordi, just reading the top one out. And we have here, you can see that it's been 103 days since hour 7 put in a P1. So this is obviously for the P1, P2 flip as in addition to this. And here we can see that it's been 21 days since hour 7 has put in a P2. So once again, you probably already noticed this is from right here. This is the same as this column, right? Last P1, last P2 on this page here. Only then aggregate, or not aggregated, but it just shows it for all the assets in a very easy to see overview. This is obviously very useful because it will allow you to see if, for example, like this pivot, you know that it's a very low probability pivot already for P1, so for the P1, P2 flip, but if you see it has not happened for 103 days, it can give you extra confidence that it's not going to flip P1. Or here, for example, hour 7, 176 days since that's been P2. If you know P1 is going to hold, right? And for that, you can use other statistics. I don't want to go into that too much now because there's other videos for it and other tutorials. But if it's likely to hold, then 176 days of not being P2 with a low probability here, this gives you an idea that not only is it a low probability pivot for this one, but it also has just not been happening at all lately. So, 176 days, so that can give you even more confidence that it's a bad pivot. You can even filter on or order on these things. For example, you can press day since P1, and then it will sort from high to low unless you press again. All the pivots that have a very long history of not hitting it. So this, for example, shows that this current hour 11 has not been P1 on TRX for 391 days. So in this case, you can be quite sure that it's not going to flip P1 and hold for the rest of the day. Or you can say, well, day since P2, filter that, and then you get all the low probability P2s. But obviously here it's important to realize or to conclude whether P1 will hold or not. For that, you can obviously use these right here. Sorry, let me just quickly remove the filters. But if you, for example, press this one, then you can get statistics here for whatever you have selected, right? So this way you can use the day since P2, day since P1 to spot extra improbable pivots, because pivots that have not been happening for a really long time, to me often indicate that it's a very low probability that it will happen now. So it's a very good way of spotting very low probability pivots, and it's very good for Confluence on your decisions for your trading decisions. So that was just a small update on this time statistics table. I actually think it's a really cool addition, very useful, and I will definitely be making a lot of use of it, and I'm sure you will too. So thank you for watching. Catch you in the next video.